Yeah, they wanted Tim Meadows, but instead they get the Falcon. And you better respect the Falcon. Come to think of it, I don't have any superpowers. Man, my costume sucks. Ever watch Robot Chicken? The real world superhero house?
Yeah, I love Robot Chicken.
Yeah, I was going to say, I went on a Robot Chicken binge for I think there was the first 4 seasons I was watching on. I think Netflix had it at one
I love
point.
the Star Wars Robot Chicken stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
What the hell is an aluminum falcon? Yeah.
I know. And he's sitting there, the guy's down, the janitor's down there sweeping, finds Darth Maul. Oh, come on, He goes to the Death Star and he's got, oh, Jesus.
When he's going over the Subway order, he's all like, yeah, chicken sandwich and then
potato salad. I'm not even going to eat
it anyways.
I'm not even going to eat it.
Yeah. So
I never know how to order these things.
Okay, so we just finished up kind of talking about the beginning of Bucky and the issues that we had with Bucky's storyline.
Okay, so let's talk about the establishment of Team Iron Man, Team Captain.
Yes.
I think that's probably
well, actually, what I was gonna before we did that, I was gonna kind of let's go and throw in a little bit about it was after they've captured Bucky, but Black Panther, who just mysteriously comes out of nowhere and is chasing after all of them.
Out of nowhere. He's got a super stealth plane. That's really awesome.
Right. But he wasn't part of the whole plan. He was trying to. He wasn't. He just came out of nowhere though. Or did he know exactly what was going on? He was spying on everybody because he was a part of the whole program.
At the beginning, when he shows up and he's chasing everybody down, he wants to kill Bucky because he believes that he killed his father.
Yeah.
All right.
Because he believes he's part of that bombing.
So Black Panther, played by Chadwick Boseman, who I felt did a great job.
He did do a great job.
Did a really good job. They did have a little bit of a misstep on trying to establish the character, though.
Yeah.
Black Panther has got the same problem that Captain America has. He has vaguely defined powers.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You kind of know the gist of his powers, but not 100%.
Suit, and that's what makes him super strong. Is that what it is? Is it the suit? No, it is not the suit. So let me explain a little bit about T'Challa. Are you guys familiar with him at all?
This just means he's got super sharp claws that you can't damage.
He is the guardian of Wakanda, and part of the guardian of Wakanda is they have the spirit of the Panther tribe that runs in, and also they carry all the they're kind of the steward of all the past kings of Wakanda as well. They're technologically advanced, but T'Challa himself is incredibly smart. He's got advanced degrees from Cambridge and a bunch of other places. He's an expert hunter and tracker, so it's not weird for him to just show up out of nowhere because he knows how to track people. Their technology is far more advanced than anything that we see in the Marvel universe at this point. So we will see it more in the next Black Panther movie. But T'Challa himself is imbued with the spirit of the Panther, which gives him strength very similar to what you see with Captain America. The vibranium suit gives him an added protection on top of the fact that he's got all these other skills that he has that are not, spiritually or metabolically or weirdly related by some superpower. He's just an incredibly smart guy in his own right. Basically, if you took Tony Stark, Wolverine, and Captain America and put them in a black vibranium suit, it's Black Panther.
Yeah, basically.
Vibranium. Is it bendable?
Yeah. You can turn it into a weave.
Oh, okay.
It's the most versatile stuff on the planet. We turned it into a frisbee.
It's the strongest. It's the strongest and the most versatile.
Yeah, since adamantium doesn't exist in this world.
Yeah, I was gonna say which one was adamantium or vibranium?
There's two different types of adamantium, and then vibranium, of course, comes in from what we see from Wakanda and the Captain America stuff. But since we don't have adamantium in this world, vibranium kind of takes the place of that. It's just a very versatile stuff, that the way that you refine it, and Wakandans have been using it for generations.
Because adamantium is Wolverine's, right?
Yeah.
And that's not actually of Earth. That's from a space comet.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Vibranium is the space comet.
Vibranium's the space comet?
Wakanda sits on a meteor mountain of vibranium.
But I thought adamantium wasn't okay.
I know,
the piece of crap Wolverine
Yes,
movie.
that's when they went with it's from a space
They had
comet.
gone to some third world country because they were looking for like
This comet that had crashed.
this comet that had crashed.
But were we really using that as the?
That's what I was wondering if we've now
Hey, man, it
switched
had
to that
Sabretooth
or.
in it.
Yeah, so did the first one.
Yeah, I know.
I did like that iteration of Sabretooth a little bit more though.
What, the first movie or the X-Men Origins?
The crap
You like
movie.
Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth?
I think he did a decent
I didn't think
job.
he did a bad. He wasn't a bad Sabretooth. I think the movie was just crap to begin with.
So when they did the opening credits, but they're just going through the wars, and then you just see Liev Schreiber run like a cheetah, and he just sprawls out. I'm like,
where he does the.
I was out. I was like,
I thought that was kind of funky,
Done.
but as far as
I don't care what they
acting
do
for
the rest of this movie. I'm out now. just him prancing around like a cat just seems so out of character for Sabretooth. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was good. And not to say that I thought his dialogue was fine because Liev Schreiber is a great character actor. I think he's really good. But if we're going to deal with the fact that he's got mutant abilities, and if we're going to even use X-Men Origins Wolverine as they went to some African country to go get some space rock.
Why are we always going to Africa for shit?
I know. What's up with that?
Well, because that's not how adamantium is in the comics. It's how vibranium is in the comics. It's just because 20th Century Fox doesn't own the rights to Black Panther, and so they used the closest thing they could possibly have. They're like, well, adamantium is like vibranium, but we can't use vibranium, so we're going to go to some
version, generic knockoff.
Yeah, we're going to go to some generic African country.
Yeah, and we're going to call it unobtainium now.
Yeah.
They're like, person's like, this isn't adamantium. He's all like, but it's a fraction of the cost.
Right. It's like, we are not paying dividends.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's the biggest problem. So okay, so let's not talk about adamantium. Let's just talk about vibranium, I guess. And vibranium is a very versatile thing. So they haven't really established the rules of which this thing is because it's
got vaguely defined rules.
In the comics, it absorbs energy, like kinetic energy that comes its way. So anything that comes and attacks it, it absorbs it and
kind of makes it stronger or something.
Isn't that Gambit's power?
No, his his power is that he's able to transfer kinetic energy into objects and turn them into explosive objects.
I love Gambit. I wish that they would make a Gambit movie.
Well, you can thank Channing Tatum for that.
He didn't scrap the movie.
I thought he bailed out of it.
No, he didn't bail out. He's still on board.
Oh.
20th Century Fox bailed on it because they wanted to do Deadpool 2.
Oh, okay. Well, I probably want to see Deadpool 2.
I do want to see Deadpool
Gambit.
2, but
No.
I want to see Gambit.
No, just do.
Postpone Deadpool 2 for a year and give me Gambit.
What they need to just get their stuff in order. They need a Kevin Feige is really what they need.
I know. They need somebody who really knows what's going on over there.
And how are you going to tell a Gambit story? Pause, time out.
Yeah, I know.
How are you going to tell a Gambit story? Who's going to be the main villain? Or who are you going to do?
No, I just wish that they'd incorporate him somehow.
How are you going to do a 90-minute Gambit story? Tell me. I'm interested.
Okay, easy. Gambit in the comics falls in love with Rogue. They can't get it on because of Rogue's power.
Are you going to cast Rogue? Are you going to have Anna Paquin play Rogue?
No, it's going to be a recast. It's going to be...
Welcome to Recasting 101.
Yeah, exactly.
have an emo girl fall in love with a Cajun guy. I guess it seems right. Or are you gonna have the big 90s crazy Farrah Fawcett hair with the skunk going down?
Let's see, who would be Rogue? I would say I wouldn't mind the Game of Thrones chick. She could probably play Rogue. Anybody watch Game of Thrones? I don't watch it.
I don't watch it.
I don't watch it, but the hot blonde chick.
Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about.
Whatever her name is.
I could see it.
Yeah, I don't watch Game of Thrones. I remember the Sklar brothers, they're this comedy duo. They refer to it as boobs with a chance of death.
Yeah, I know. Well, see, I feel okay. So us three do not watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And I feel like
everybody
everybody
Clark,
in the world
the one from the Terminator.
Yeah.
Genesis movie.
Yeah.
Genesis with a Y.
Genesis.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I don't ever watch. I've never seen Game of Thrones like a full episode.
Either
But when I got on my social media like 3 weeks ago, everybody kept ranting and raving about like, man, that battle was epic and yada yada yada. And so I like watched it. Didn't know who any of the characters were. I was like, okay, cool. There's a fight scene. They're chasing. It's a Braveheart scene, but just in a different world. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, all right. And then I watched it. I was like, why is everybody thinking this part was awesome? I didn't understand it. Then you got the hot blonde chick who has gotten it on with these dragons. She's like the dragon lover. Like there's a scene with her riding on the dragon going, straight. Never ending story. Falcor, remember? Yes. She's doing that and the dragon is breathing fire on
I have a pick if you were going to throw a rogue in this movie. I think you should pick Lacey Chabert from Mean Girls.
I can see that.
I think because Rogue has kind of got a
less
weird,
tan. No, not as tan.
Doesn't matter.
Because she's always tan in like every movie.
Well, the reason why not in Lost in Space.
Please.
But the reason I think that you need to have a person like Rogue is that part of Rogue's character is that she is unobtainable. Like she is a girl that is so ridiculously gorgeous and so extroverted, and yet you cannot touch her. And I always felt that Lacey Chabert was a really, really pretty, attractive girl. And she has she has kind of a higher pitched voice, which I think would be really good for Rogue. And I think
it's got a little southern twang to it.
Yeah, and I think she's a great enough actress that I think she could really hold play with it. I mean, you want to have a character that is pretty enough to catch that fan base. You want to have somebody that feels like it's unobtainable. Like you're just like, oh man, this would be so good to finally have a love interest, and then it's like you can't touch her. And like, yeah. Ding. Yeah, it's an allegory for every prepubescent teen. It's like just girls in magazines. Like I can't touch her at all.
You look so good. I want.
And it's kind of misogynist. I guess that's a little misogynistic. I guess to Lacey Chabert because you don't want to be like a sex object, of course. But
yeah.
I think she's a good enough actress. I think she could hold it off. And I really like the idea of casting people that are not like huge names to this thing. Like Channing Tatum is great as Gambit. I think it would be a really good one, but I don't think that it's it's important to have like these really big A-list actors that are trying to sell the movies. I want to have people that are kind of new upstarts and these kind of things.